Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you are back once again with the Transport Fever Mainline, and we are kicking it at the moment. Kicking it, yes, that's the thing we're doing, here at Arkham, which in the last episode underwent, well, quite a radical transformation. But when I say transformation, we basically bulldozed the entire thing, and now we're trying to put that back together again in a way that makes some sense. And actually, I don't know what I'm talking about, because it all makes perfect sense and it's working rather well. So we've just got a couple of cross-country trains that are currently departing the station. But as you can see, the city itself has sprung back to life really fast. I basically left, I don't know, maybe 3 years, something like that, in between the last episode and this one, just to let it kind of settle back in, and it has done. I mean, this is, it's properly back in business now. And that's great, because today we're going to turn our attention to sorting out the goods line. And we'll get to that immediately after the bombastic intro. So the main aim today is, as mentioned, going to be to sort the goods out, but also to get a nice commuter route running within the town itself. And to make that work, I'm going to need to do something about this here bridge. No, it's not you, it's me. No, something happened. Something has gone amiss. While recording this, for some reason, nothing was wrong with the game, but with the recording, the camera does the hokey-cokey every time I move the screen around. And I don't know why. Now then, I had the choice of, well, I could go and just, record the next episode and give you that. But I thought that some of you might like to see the destruction that occurs as we lay in the rail route in this episode. Now, you might be better off if you listen to it rather than watch it throughout. Some of it holds still, and then it's all fine. But in other places, when the camera moves, it all goes to pot. So I leave that to your discretion, and my sincere apologies. I'm now going to go and take a hammer to whatever piece of hard or software is responsible. Not entirely sure where I was intending to take it, other than that it looked nice, and therefore it is one. So what if we were to head around the corner here to there? No. Okay, right, well, that was plan A. Oh, it's bridge pillar colliding. Oh, that's okay, we can work with that, probably. Where are you? Oh, I see. If we then leave you alone again, don't put in more pillars. You've got adequate pillars going on already, and that should make you flipping happy. And see, look, that would be good if it weren't for the fact that the slope is a little bit too severe, and other things. Now then, if I were to, let's try this. I don't want to spend all day on this game. Thank you. How does that look? Because I've got an idea as to how I'll make this work. Okay, that looks all right. Right. So if we kill that off again, and then what I want is just to leave this end section of bridge in place. That'll do. No. No, it's going to realign the pillars as soon as I do anything. Oh, silly game. Why won't you just leave them be? We'll be happy. Everybody will be perfectly relaxed about it. I can take that one out. That's not helpful. That's if I can't extend this bridge further, there's precious little point in having it now, is there? The solution might be, because I've got the space, is to just take the bridge out and then put it back in again. But I mean, look at this nonsense. What if we were to change the materials up? Is that going to affect anything at all? No. Oh, poo. Because that's ace. I mean, look at it. It's completely level with the upper terrace there. And all I want to do is just connect that to something so that it's not a dead end off which people can drive their cars when they've had a particularly challenging day. Well, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Although, Yeah, I don't think 4 was the right number, but let's try this out in principle and see. No, 4 is not the right number. Yeah, see, that's not helped. But what I'm thinking is, if I build something that's fairly closely aligned to it, get the height right, and then let's go 6. All right, how's that? That looks like it's going down a smidge. It's all right. We're just doing a bit of measuring first. No, 6 is wrong. It's going to. It looks like it's going to be 5. So down 1, and that. Or was I right in the first place? And it is in fact 4, providing the land is level. Okay, it's 4. Thank you. Right. Okay. So now, if I stick that in there. Yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Now then, how have I got that lined up? Almost, but no cigar. Okay, right. Well, we can give this a couple of goes until we get it. That's about right. Is it? Yes, it is. Right. Okay. Now match the materials up to the one that we liked, which I think is the other brick version. Don't know where that's hiding actually. Well, it's not that. As much as you might like it, that's not the one that it is. Come on. It's here somewhere. I've seen it because it's this one. It is this one. Yeah. Okay, right. So now, if I do that, just to put a little bit of bridge in, and then we whack this down here as was the original plan. Now, I think you've possibly got just slightly too severe an initial curve going on there, initial slope. So if I were to, and also having a right angle rather than a gentle angle would probably work a little better. Right, do that. Pick your bridge back out of the list again. Come on, where are you? Look, we've got other things to do here. If you think this this construction of industry is going to be easy, you've got another thing coming. There's quite a lot to do there. Right, up you go. That's about as much as I want to go up in one go. How does that look for the corner? It looks all right for the corner. Now it has swung out to the left a little, but we should end up. No, that's that. No. Everything you're doing here is wrong. That's super, but wrong. Try that around the corner. Now, okay, eyeball it again then. To around there, I think might do it. This isn't going to work, of course. You know, I'm not deluding myself. It's not going to be any happier because I've built it up to the right level first. Has it gone up further than it needs to? Just a touch. So if I were to get rid of this bit, I don't think that's going to help. Yeah, all right. Well, we could do, right, and then try setting it back in again and see if it does it level. How's that? No different. All right. Well, we'll settle with it then. That's okay. We'll say there was some subsidence or something. Bridge pillar collision. Right. Okay. Well, there's no choice in the matter. We can't even get rid of it because of bridge pillar collision. Oh, this is going to be utterly painful. You know what I shouldn't have done there, because I suspect that would have worked. No. What? No. That's train track. That's not what you want. I mean, obviously you do, but just not right now. Okay, there's one. Don't you try that, sunshine. Keep going. Stay on the same level. All right, just straighten that up and then level up to there. Now, the major thing that's likely to happen here is that I'm going to get another pillar collision as soon as I try and connect up to the far end. So we'll attack from both sides at the same time, and then see if we can just put a tiny little bit of interstitial bridging in there that makes it work. Why are you colliding with things? You were working. Listen up, game. Here's the new rule, right? After I set you in place for the first time, your pillars are then not permitted to move. If I want the pillars in a different place, I have to start again. Now, I'm prepared to accept that as a rule, But you need to play by the same handbook there. All right, maybe if we back it up, 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 back it up. Come on, come on. I don't want to spend 20 minutes fighting a ruddy bridge. In fact, I don't want to spend any minutes fighting a ruddy bridge, but I will do in order to get it back in, because this bridge is amazing. What are the other alternatives? The other alternatives, well, we know how high it is, so we could go... Look at these interlopers who have plonked themselves in there already. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could just try this, right? Don't connect to anything. You're being too helpful. It's rather like a 6-year-old trying to help you. You're going to go, look, I really appreciate everything you're doing, and I like that you're inspired to help in that way, but what you're not doing is helping at all. Right, we've got over that bit. No, we haven't. Come on, we're almost there. Well, we're not. We're almost over this bit. That I will give you some agreement on that front. And then, ta-da! No. Also, that's not exactly straight. Yeah, but at this stage, I'm over it. I'm over it being straight. I don't care anymore. I just want it to work. It was nicer in the save game. Right, okay, we've got that end done. All right, and now for the big bucks, and here's where the wizard scheme comes in. Take that back a little, because I've got a plan B. If it decides not to play ball... Has it moved all the pillars? Yeah, of course it has. Alright, this might not work either, but it is at least a plan B. Actually, this might not even exist. Where are we? Where is the pillarless bridge? There you go. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll run the connecting section in pillarless fashion. Now, that might look a little odd, but I have known certain bridges to have a section that is not made of the same materials as others. And I'm sure you have too. And if you haven't, well, this will be a fresh experience for you. Right, accept that. Now, because I'm an idiot, I am going to try and get this aligned just ever so slightly better. Right, so from... 1, 2, 3, 4, about there. Okay, right. Give me El Brickerino here. Is it the same El Brickerino? It is. Does that look straight? It does pretty much. Okay, yeah. But once again, you've not actually solved anything so far, because you now need to do this bit. Okay, hold on. We might be getting here. We might be getting this done. Right, and then don't you dare. Oh, okay, right. All it took was doing it again 3 or 4 times, and we managed to get that in. We zoom out immediately, because that way we don't see that some of it is a little uneven. If I were building this, you know, at my own pace, on my own time, I'd probably do a better job of it. But want to get onto goods. So let's get onto goods. Let's get onto goods. Now then, we've got this kind of exchangey depot potential going on out here, and then you've got the in-town goods station that the AI has already decided it will be terrific to build alongside. Good going, AI. We're then going to run this through the mountain up here towards this factory and this food plant and beyond. So we don't want to set it up so that it hasn't got anywhere else it can go, because we've got some more processing going on there. I just don't know exactly where it's going to go at the other end. But you know what? We can figure that out. That's something we can work out in our own time. So we'll just get to work and see where it leads us. Now, what are we going to need here? I think a 3. I'm liking the idea of the 3s at the moment. It doesn't need to be any more complex than that. Now then, we need the usual kind of 400 meters of platform length, 3 tracks, high speed. That'll do it. And if we stick that in there, or hold on, where are we coming from? We're coming from over here. I'm thinking we truck to the goods factory, we under and over the passenger line there, and then get out to this one, which will allow us to go further. All right, okay, now, yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's what you want. Right. Get rid of some of that. Sling this in about there. In fact, we'll put this in as close to that as possible. Not because it needs to. I mean, as you saw just now, it measured up just fine. This is more about, creating something that can be efficiently decorated. If I ever get round to doing any decoration, which of course I've got in mind, but I just haven't done any. That's not true. You've done little bits. Okay, yeah, I've done some really significant little bits of decorating from time to time. Did we want tram track on there? Probably not. Probably not so much. It's highly unlikely that the tram service is going to extend this far. Right. Okay, good. Now what? Well, now we bulldoze this lot, right? Because progress is coming through. Now then, let's see what sort of a mess we can make with this. And high-speed tracks. Right, I think we might even run 3 abreast coming out of here. You're going to be in the way. We'll figure out what you're doing in a minute. Right, straight through here. Yeah, and like so. Well, that's pretty solid. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. That'll do me nicely. Then back the other way. Jolly good show, and on to there. Right, now then, because we've got this third platform, which is largely for tracks that will reverse in some fashion. Actually, we don't want to do that. If it's going to reverse in some fashion, it's going to need to access both sides. So, how about that? Yeah, it'll do. Well, I mean, it will do, because that's exactly what it does. Now then, how are you going to do this spot of road? Because what you had was absolutely dandy. You could go a touch further. We could turn this into a cul-de-sac. Yes, but it was a useful connection to have, especially since this road is no longer connected to anything. Yeah. You feel me, and that. Yes, I rather do. But okay, well, what we'll do is we'll grab some medium. There you go, medium. Electric that thing up, and then let's see if we can get underground fast enough. Down. Under the track. Terrain alignment collision. Not quite enough run up. Okay, that's fine. We don't like going, straight downhill, as though our lives depended on it. Even though that might be the case. So we'll try and go a little bit more gentle than that. Go on, tunnel up. Tunnel up, you peasant. I'm calling everything peasants these days. The AI helpfully has just slung in a bit of road for me. Stop it. Wait until invited. I could pause, but I'm not going to. No, look, you stop being helpful. No, see, again, helpful is what we're not wanting at this stage. Right, we're almost there, and terrain alignment collision. How much terrain alignment collision, though? Actually, not as much as you might think. Okay, so we could do that, and then do a really aggressive corner there. That is properly aggressive. Yeah, but it's underground, so nobody's going to be aware of it. You know, they'll only notice that if you commit this to video or something, and then connect you back up to there like that. What it's not, yes, is pretty. It is if you do that, though. If you do that and then get your smoothing brush out, ease this down a bit, and just go, make some Bob Ross noises. We just let's put in a cheeky little smooth thing. Bob never referred to anything as cheeky. It's happy. Everything's a happy little. Okay, well, in which case, let's fill this full of happy little trees. All right. Okay. Make it happy. Yeah, happy little trees there. And yeah, because whatever you want to do, just believe in yourself and start painting the thing, and happy little flipping trees, and he's just he's over there. I'm gonna whack my brush in a minute. Right, okay, that'll probably do. That sounded nothing like Bob Ross. I was aiming to kind of invoke the character rather than a straight impression there. Good, right, trees, tunnel, bridge, things, effort. It'll suffice. Although, arguably, that road now goes nowhere of any note. Certainly doesn't warrant having a tram service go out here and go, all right, you want to pick up? Yeah, cheers. And then come back again. That's probably not the case. But it's a thing that we've built, and it's built now. Do you want to put more? I don't want to put more trees in. I wanted El Smootherino. For those not into the whole brevity thing. There we go. Right. Okay, good. Now that'll do. Right, so we've got out the other end. Now we could branch off here. You know, I think we will. I think it's more interesting to use trains than trucks. Trucks are just too easy. You know, they're jolly flexible. They do a very nice job, but fundamentally they are they are easy mode. Now, how are we going to get over this bit of passenger line? Well, you've got several options available to you. I mean, under over is fundamentally what's going to happen. Right, let's do that. Let's pause the game. Right, I'm going to send a passenger line underneath. Right, I've left myself lots of lovely space. And then we will put a gentle tunnel for the passenger line because it's just done a nice bridge. And therefore, a gentle tunnel could work quite nicely. Okay, right. And also, big changes in elevation on your goods route is not clever. That's not going to help you out particularly. Yeah, and then this one as well. Right, the amount of landscape scarring I'm putting in place here is significant. Now, the other thing, this is another fine test of the mainline principles, is that I have tested none of this at all. I've got no idea if there's any demand. I've got no idea where, if there is demand, that demand might actually sit. This is pure speculative, put in a route and see if anyone uses it, and it really does kind of sing to the original principles of the series. Right, one track. Let's make you 240. I think 240 will be enough. Can we have a little bit of a bend in the track? Would be nice. How's that? Well, it's nice, but you've bent the wrong end of the track there. That end, there you go. That'll do it. And then we can just slot you in alongside the factory, and hope that you're in range. Now, before we connect the track up, we'll see if this estimate is even close to being accurate. Right. Give me some sort of light country roads here. How about medium? Yeah, good. Tram track? No. Right, okay. Well, that's as close as it gets. Is it in range? Don't know. Yes, we do. Yes, that's fine. So this was the Acme Corporation, and that's what we'll name it. Acme Corp. Cool. Right, and then that needs to. Yeah, see, you could have possibly made that even more bendy than it currently is, because you've already made your nice junction there. It's all right. I made it once. I can make it again. I mean, the smoothing gun is going to see some action here, so I really wouldn't worry about that too much. All right. Well, let's see how we get on. Come around the corner. Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. There you go. Beautiful. Ignore the mess. I'll tidy it up in a minute. Right. Okay. That's absolutely fab. Before I forget, I'm going to stick a signal on there because we will give the what I'll call the main line for this section. We'll give the priority to the other line. Or will we? Well, you just said you would. Yeah, I know, but will we? Will we though? It doesn't really matter, does it? We'll figure that out once we actually bang some iron up it. Right, okay, now then, that's now connected up. I don't know if I'm going to go further with it or not. What else have we got nearby? Brickworks here. Ooh, where would you... We might have to easy mode this one. Also, you've got no truck stops or anything of that kind near the... Yes, you have. That's a truck stop. What do you call... I don't know. What are you talking about? So we could run this down the mountainside, possibly get it back onto that line. That would be quite exciting. All right, let's do that as well. We're here. We might as well. I'm going to use trains again. Yeah. And once more, I have absolutely no idea if anyone's going to use it. Right. What about super bendage? No, we don't need super bendage. In fact, I think straight line is probably your best friend here. All right, so we'll slap that in right against the side of the Commat's works. Then we'll connect this up over here. Terrain alignment collision. No. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. We'll have you sorted. There we go. See, isn't that nicer? In fact, we bulldoze a lot of this, then we'll that'll happen all the sooner. And once that happens, we'll be able to productively progress. Good. I'm glad we had this discussion. All right, you can get across there now, so that's okay. We'll do that. Give it some of this. Too much slope, too much collision, too much of this and that. Yeah. Look, I just want to make this connection work for the moment. Are you? Yes. Okay, well, who have we connected here? This is Stag Industries. That's not G.I. Joe, is it? Stag Industries. It might be. Might be G.I. Joe. I'm not particularly familiar with the GIs. Right, now, had you looked at this beforehand, you might go, well, this is going to be tricky, isn't it? Because it is. Right, we're going to come... Oh, no. Oh, that's horrible. We might need to helix this one in order to make it work. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not. We like a helix. Okay, right. So we're going to have to go like so. And then do a quick spiral down in order to make this work. Now, 65 kilometers an hour is not quick. And obviously, the wider we make this helix, the further it will descend before looping back on itself. No, let's use the heavy duty concrete station archway effort thing. Right, keep going down because if you're not going down, there is very little point to what we're doing here. Yep, go as far as that. That's it. Right, now loop back under yourself. Try and keep it to about, let's say 70 is our low end speed wise. That's good. Yeah. All right, it's not the biggest helix ever, but we do need to get the alignment of it in a way that will allow us to continue our curve down before curving round and on. This is not going to be the most efficient traffic area either, but I don't mind that so much. Right, okay, there we go. Now, and what's it? Because a fun bit of track is worth paying for with high earners, I find. Right, if we swerve out just a little bit further that way. Yep, okay. And then finish this off with a flourish round there like that. Yes. Do you think this line's going to make any money? No. Okay, because as you know, goods are the amount you make from goods are calculated as the crow flies. So it goes from here to here. Well, it doesn't though, does it? It goes down here, it goes up here, it goes way, wah, and then in. Now, if it's running fully loaded every time, then it has got a chance. Do we think it's going to run fully loaded every time? No, we don't. Right then. So that's that cleared up, but also that's that connected up. That is not something I anticipated building today. And yet I have. Now then, next stop is get the passenger route underneath and then back up the other side before any drama occurs. Now the upside of this is that it should look quite dramatic if I get this right. What's the best way to get this right? Well, take the track down. Nope, keep going. Take it down a bit further. There you go. Yeah, that's good. Right. Keep it on the level. Yes. Okay, and then take it around the corner. Okay, 120 would be nice, but not essential. Terrain alignment collige. That's all right. You've got a bit more run-up available to you. 120 would be nice, but we're going to have to take 110, I think. Can we go up? No, we can't. What if I back up a little bit? No, no, no. We are literally just below the surface, so staying on the level is actually the smart thing to do there. Right, do that. And then back this up some more. Right, and then make a nice, gentle connection over onto there, please. You have hooked a little bit wide, but in so doing, you've created a relatively smooth path to glory. And then this one will come up onto there, and it won't fight me. It will do it because it has to. Because there is no way this is going to work. Oh, hold on. No, wait. Can you go up any more than you can't? That's maximum accelerating the height there. No, how far do you need to go? It's so close. We could move the junction. Yeah, move the junction, or maybe decrease the height of this mound a smidge. All right, well, let's see what happens if we route 1 this. Well, this is not route 1. This is anything. Route 1, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the footballing notion, is basically you go in a straight line. It is the as the crow flies, just hoof it straight at the opposing team's goal. This is not route 1. This would be route 6 at best. Right, you come over here like that. 120 as a junction is, I mean, it's still slowing down more than I'd like, but it is what it is. Right, now then, get down over here. Come on. Wrong side. Thank you. Thank you. That one. Come on, down, 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 down. Dive, 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 dive. You've not quite dived enough. In fact, you've also made a tunnel. Ah, you wretch. Okay, well, what about over? Over would appear to be the easier way to go. Oh, I wanted to go under. Well, tough. You can't. You're going to go over by the looks of it. But I thought I was so clever in setting up that little something or other there. Yes, you were. Very clever. Well done. Have a gold star, but that's not what we're going to do now. Right, max that out, tidy this up a little bit, because obviously if we're building a bridge over there now, we don't want to have some bits of tatty land left over that we can't do anything about. Right, okay, now then. Track, yes, up. 3? Will 3 do it? I can't remember if 3 will do it or not. Why don't you just go straight over the other line, and then you'll know if 3 will do it or not. I think it's going to be 4. Okay. Bridge, please, thank you. Good, right. Use my favourite. Is that your favourite now? It's my favourite at the moment. It's certainly... I like the stylings. All right, then. And then take the corner. There you go. Connect up onto there. Is that an orderly path of attack? You've got a bit slow there, but you're out into the acceleration curve. And this end, arguably, you should go a little bit slower still. All right, we'll take that. That's okay, and then we'll just move it back a touch, and this should pick up nicely and get the job done. Has it? Arguably, yeah, that looks all right. Okay, well, it's going to do the job. It's not exactly what I was after first time out, but it's going to get it done. and it shouldn't slow passenger services down too much. It is a little bit slower than the curve that was there before, but that's not a deal breaker. Okay, right, yeah, you go down here, connect up to that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, thank you. And some signals, because we got rid of a few sets there. Aren't those quite close to the other ones? Yes, they are. Oh, hello, autosave. Good afternoon, how are you? It's splendid to see you here today. If you would like to get a wriggle on, and that way I'll get on with the show. But we always pay due deference to the autosave, for the autosave saves our bacon repeatedly. And I don't want to be redoing that flipping road bridge. So we will pay homage to the road bridge. Right, okay, now then. Let's put a signal on that. Let's put a signal on... Let's put it there. We'll give it a bit of a run-up. And we'll put one on there as well. And then... you think that'll be okay for a clear through? I think that'll do okay. Okay, right, good. Onwards and indeed forwards. You've probably already... You're probably covered with this one. Although that one is now in the wrong place. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. There you go. That's tidied that up a smidge. Right. Okay. So we've got round here. We need to plumb this road back in. It was probably serving some kind of purpose, but we can at least Romanize it a smidge. Right. Give me 4-track here. And which way you want to go? Oh, well, I've got choices, but I quite like this little Y junction we've got going on under the bridge there. Okay, right, well, keep it going then. That's the wrong kind of road. Oh, we're giving them some highway upgrades. Nice. Thank you. All right, keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. You're not going to get under there. Down, please, down, please, down, please. Go on. How much is it going to take? Well, yeah, I mean, that's £1.5 million worth of tunnel, and we don't need a tunnel. All you need is a bit of humpback bridge. What, do you want to try and build one? No, because it's not going to work. We're too low down. So actually, if we do that and then just a poo, and again, it's not good. Well, yeah, but it's what you've got. All right, we'll take it. We'll go with function here rather than go for complete glamour. Is that like saying we'll make it work first and we'll make it pretty later? Yeah, except I'm making absolutely no guarantees that we'll ever make it pretty. I see what you've done there. Thank you. Right, okay, this one as well. Yeah, and then you swing out like that. That's not bad. Oh, it's better than it was anyway. Right, and then onto there, and that's all connected back up again. Ignore the scarring. I will soothe it with the smoothie gun pretty quickly. Right, so that now gives us food manufacturing, goods manufacturing, and conmats manufacturing. Flipping heck, that's a lot. The good news, though, is that they are all end products, which means they can be dropped here on the way back, potentially to a hungry city just waiting to be nourished. I mean, if we were to continue this route, we've even got fuel going on over there, and it wouldn't take too much to connect that up by way of a secondary route. In fact, that's one of the original routes that we had, truck-wise. Just do a quick hither to there. And then train some back over this way. That's quite good. And at the same time, we can run in the opposite direction, shipping stuff out to Gotham. Although you lose your conmats and you lose your goods. I'm not pleased about that. I might have to have a second think about that later on. But let's see that as an extension, because in the meantime, we're going to come out this way. Now, I've started, just so as you're aware, in the back of my noggin, I've started giving some consideration to, right, how are you going to connect this up and to where are you going to connect it? You've already got a connection set. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, we might be due a connection remodel. Wait, you've got a loose bit of track there. Oh, you genius. Really? Genius is quite strong. Yeah, no, that's really good. That's properly ideal. What the hell is going on here? Hello, I'm mad. Yes, yeah, aren't you though? Aren't you? You don't have to be mad to shut up. Right, okay. Yeah, that's I don't think I made that junction. Now there is videotronic evidence, so you may disagree and go, no, you did it in episode 14, and I'll go, oh, I said, shame on me, and you go, yeah, very much shame on you. We all thought at the time that you were you'd lost it, and now evidently you had, because you also forgot that you'd done it. Right, what's the problem? Why is a construction not possible? It is. All right, do that. Yeah, bulldoze this back a bit. This is the usual way you get things to comply when you kind of go, there's nothing wrong here. So you just get rid of a bit, do it again, and then it goes, oh yeah, that's what you wanted. You go, yeah, that's what I wanted. What's your problem? And he goes, oh, nothing. Right, okay, now we've got to do some kind of merger coming around the corner. I'm quite happy running this as a two-way because it's basically just a dump-off line. That it really doesn't matter at all. I don't know what all of this is in aid of. I imagine we'll find out presently. In fact, we'll find out in the next episode. I'm not going to get to kind of deploying trains today. We'll do that in the next part. What we will do, however, is we'll get the commuter route done, and we'll get this line set up and ready to go. But we'll fling the first trains down it next time, and that way you won't have to wait between episodes to see them come up with a result or not. Right, okay, so that's this bit done. Yeah, there's plenty of room for improvement, but that's largely sorted. We've got this road nonsense going on. What do you fancy doing about that? Well, if we just move that back a bit, and then are you going to superhighway it again? Well, why not? If it's not in town, you might as well give it the best conceivable road option going on there. There you go. Do a bit of that, and then under this bridge here. Well, you're going to come round it. You're going to come in at an angle. Oh, hold on. Let's do that. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, and then connect onto there, and that'll smooth that out. Okay, and then what? Just run a highway between these two. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. You've built a bit of aggressive tram track going on there. That's exploratory tram track. It's seeing what sort of appetite there is out there in the great wide yonder for some modern transportation. That's not true, though, is it? Well, it's kind of true, but it fits my purposes, so yeah, why not? Okay, good. That's that set up. Now then, you have got to connect onto there without making a fuss. Because, no, see, I'm the important bit here. I'm the factor that matters. All these other clowny flipping highway business, no. Look what that's done. Are you going to settle for that? I don't think so. All right, well, if you want to go first, oh, I do. I am first because I'm the important bit of road, which everything else will hang off from. All right, okay. Well, let's go again then. How about just a nice straight piece of road? Okay, and then from there, do we say knickers to the superhighway? No, we don't, because I've got to run trucks up here, so we do want this to move at a reasonable pace. All right, that doesn't appear to have fouled it too greatly, and then neither has that. That actually looks pretty decent. If we get rid of this, I know I was quite happy with it, but in fact, let's get rid of it all the way. There you go, and then we'll switch to the medium instead. There you go, a bit of medium. Get under there. That's it. See, then that looks like it was intentional. Rather than a third attempt. All right, get that around there. Onto here. Good. Smoothing gun. Thank you. Wallop. Yeah. This bit here, this would suit a heck of a lot of trees. I mean, if you were to put, if you were to just tree the hell out of that bit, that would be quite dandy. I'm not going to make you sit through that. I'm just saying that a lot of trees on there would look tickety boo. Right, now then, let's just do a bit of a quick polish, and then we'll get the trams going. So we are going to need to run some trucks. So we'll run trucks from here, but that's another end product that we'll have going on there. And it all comes down to, can we get the resources out here in the first place? So if we look at the connections that we've got, so from, what have you called? The tombs of Anton. From these tombs, hold everything. If we pick up, we're holding everything. If we pick up wood here and we pick up food there, we know that there's going to be food demand over there. We don't have a lumber mill, but we can always just trot that back down to the main line and make it happen there. So so the town that's going to be doing the heavy lifting is going to be New York. That's where we're going to be dumping an awful lot of stuff to be picked up, and it's not like it is not. It's not got demand already, but we talked about having fuel up there. We've got con mats. That's good. No, in fact, that's better than good. That's great. So if we upweight the amount of traffic we've got coming in and out of there, heading through the center of the map, I suppose you'd call it, then I think we can make that work. I think we can. Can we? I don't actually know for sure, but I think we can make that work. Where does this one go? What is that? Oh, that's the pass. Of course it is. We sat alongside the passenger route, which means, unfortunately, no, it doesn't mean unfortunately at all. You're talking rubbish. It means that we've got this platform on the end is totally unoccupied. That's the one that we've just connected up to. You've then got the up-down route in the center. What's this one on the end? That's the through goods route going up-down. Okay, so the only thing I don't have at the moment is I don't have a way to get from a depot onto this particular goods line. I'm going to do it now, otherwise I will forget, and that won't help us. So we won't need to use this again. That signal's probably in the way. Yeah, it is. But that will suffice in terms of getting things on and off this route. So if we get rid of that signal and then hook that up, because that should work. There you go. Yep, that'll look good. Too much slope? No, it's not too much slope. Is that actually connected though? I think it is. I mean, let's have a look. Yeah, it's done a points set there, so yeah, that's worked. Right, and given that there is the potential for coming at this from several different angles, we'll do. Oh no, why did you do that? Oh, you absolute wretch! Oh, boo it! No, I'm not. We're not settling for that. Get that out of the way. Get this out of the way, and that. Right, draw that through again. Oh, that's disgusting. Right, go again. Right, there you go. Now I'm quite tolerant of an occasional bug, even in finished software. I don't mind it too much. It's not too big a disruption, but I'm not about to put up with something so completely ugly. Right. Hello there, stalactites. What's your agenda for today? I'm gonna look ugly. Yeah, you are, aren't you? Can I sink you with anything? No, I am thoroughly ugly and you're just going to have to put up with it. I'm not though, am I? No, see, you've disappeared again. There is obviously some kind of piece of landscape, subterranean horrible going on under there, so we'll sink that battleship first and then I'll lay this over the top. Right, grab that and wallop. Wallop? Yes, we are walloped. Now, if it would be jolly nice if I could grab hold of that, but I don't think I can. Okay, back it up one, and let's hope it doesn't do the same thing again, people. Let's, maintain a happy face here. Right, can you get onto there? Yes, you can. There it is. Right, we have avoided the ugly. Yep, still avoiding the ugly. Ugly evaded. Right, spectacular. Now then, we'll bang a signal on to replace the one we took out, but we'll stick it here. Why would you put it there? Oh, it's because it's a downstream. Okay, we'll put it there. Right, good. That is now available to talk to the depot. And I think that's going to be it. I was going to do the commuter route, but I'm all out of time for today. I'm sorry. Time is a currency which is very, very short supply for me at the moment. Let's get it rolling again and make sure nobody's completely disappointed. We've severed the connection from Gotham to Arkham, which I imagine is this bit of road here. Because where did it go? How much did I delete? That another question. Oh, hold on. No, this looks good. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And this. Right, and that. Okay, now then. Instead, we shall... Really, that's a lot you've got rid of there. It is, but we'll get it done anyway. Yeah, so we're going to finish the connection now, and then next time we will turn our attention to basically putting vehicles on all of this infrastructure that we've built. Do we want to raise up a smidge? How long a tunnel do you want? I don't really want a super long tunnel, so don't have one. Right, that highway to the stars. Not going up into the sky, though. There we are. How much bridge have you got there? Too much. Okay. Down. That's it. Yep, that's better. Right, and then keep going. Yeah, you can bridge this gap. That would be okay. I wouldn't mind that. No? Okay, well. Keep going. Yeah. Right, now, here's the part where we thread the needle. Bridge goes, I'm a needle? What are you talking about? Hush, don't worry, don't panic about it. If we get it wrong, then it's going to look terrible. Alright, so that would be... Is this what getting it wrong looks like? Oh, very droll. Because what you've done there is you've made it so that once again, you're backing up the expensive bit that you just built in order to put in a bit of an unnecessary curve. It's not unnecessary, it is very much a necessary curve. Alright then. Well, I'll tell you what, you can't have it. Alright, run it as close to the track as you can, because that actually looks good. And then gently ease your way up the stream. Like that. And then it doesn't look so bad. And then, especially once I've taken a smoothing gun to it, and then keep going like that on the straight. Find a connection somewhere, and you're good. And that's now stopped flashing. Clampett Oil's unhappy. Well, so be it. Right, there you go. That's your lot. That's going to wrap it up for this time. Yeah, it always takes a little bit longer than you're expecting, particularly when you're pursuing kind of targets of opportunity, which is very much what we were looking at with this kind of setup. It was all about, where are the opportunities here to do something interesting with this section of track. Now, I mean, I say interesting. There are plenty of channels out there that do stuff that is largely decorative in nature. But my initial kind of aspiration is always going to be, what can you do with the game that is fun and different, and how's it going to respond to doing something out of the ordinary? And what do you know? It's done that. Because I am long past the time of actually trying to win. I reckon I probably could if I wanted to. But I don't. So it interests me not one bit, winning. Right, there we go. That'll do. We've done a bit of polish there just to make it slightly less horrendous. But that's going to... I've left it on fast forward this entire time. What's the matter with me? Right, okay, there you go. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll be back, same usual times as you have usually come to expect, where we will put the finishing touches onto this section, and then we'll see what happens. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on it, and fling a like at this if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio! To say that the goods opportunity in Arkham is significant would be an understatement. There are so many end products being developed in that area that Arkham should overflow with goods. But it really depends on how I manage to hook it up. I think the smart money might be on linking both New York and then something at the other end as well, in order to make sure that the goods flow through it. I won't know until we make that happen, but the good news is we're going to do that in the next episode, and I can't wait. I genuinely don't know what's coming, and it might be a complete disaster, and that's always good for a laugh. Anyway, if you've not subscribed, do. If you like the video, push the button, and I'll see you next time.